to our channel. I'm Gemma. I'd normally be here and hopefully in future be here with my fiance Scott. He's working a lot of late shifts this week, so I thought I'm just going to do this without you. So we have a trip to Walt Disney World planned in September. We're going for Halloween for the first time. We thought we would try and vlog, and I thought a little Q&A would be a good idea to introduce you to us and get to know us a little bit better. So I did post a Q&A box on Instagram last week and I got a few questions, so I thought I would just go ahead and answer them. First I'll tell you about our trip. So we're going in September for 2 weeks. We're staying at Pop Century Resort. We're flying with Virgin for the first time. First time flying direct, which I'm so excited for. We usually fly BA, we need to go to London and somewhere else first, so it'll be nice once our bums are on the seat to not have to get up until we get to Orlando. So we're staying at Pop Century for 13 nights, and then our holiday actually got extended by 1 night, so we thought why not go all out and book a bucket list resort. So we used David Vacation Club rentals, DVC rentals, and we booked our last evening in Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm so excited, and not only is it Animal Kingdom Lodge, we've booked a Savannah View room, so can't wait to be sitting in my Lion King PJs with my Mickey waffles watching the giraffes. So I'm so excited for that. We're planning on doing loads of stuff that we've never really done before on a trip. So Mickey's Not So Scary. We're going to do Savvy's workshop, and we've also got tickets for Epic Universe. So the last trip we actually didn't do Universal, we skipped it that year, so it's been a while since we've been at Universal, and we've got Epic Universe. I've been seeing little clips here and there and it looks amazing, so we can't wait. We've only got 1 day tickets, but 1 day's better than none, right? So the first question on the Q&A is where are you staying? So I've already answered that. So Pop Century and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Any Disney meals booked? So not yet, because we obviously can't book the dining until 60 days in advance, but we've got some on our radar. So the last trip we done Crystal Palace on the first morning, we had an 8 AM reservation. Our bus was actually the first one to arrive in Magic Kingdom, so we were pretty much the first people in the park, and it was just amazing to see Magic Kingdom so empty. And then we were like the second party into the Crystal Palace, so I think all the characters had came round within about 15 minutes, and then we could enjoy our food. It was just such a little cute dining. Winnie the Pooh, his friends. Scott raves about the cinnamon waffles. I'm not a big cinnamon fan, so I skipped them, but he said they're not that strong cinnamon tasting, so I think I might try them this time. So we've kind of made that our little tradition now. On morning 1 we try and do Crystal Palace. We're also planning on doing Chef Mickey's. So in 2022 when we went, we done Chef Mickey's, but it wasn't really the buffet style, it was where they brought it to you, just because it was still after COVID and things weren't fully back to normal. So we want to try that again now that it's full buffet style. And I think that's the only 2 we've got planned. We've got a few places on the radar to eat out with the parks, but we're going to try not do too many off-site because we've got the dining plan. So it just seems a bit of a waste to eat off-site all the time. Any new parts of the trip you haven't experienced before? Yeah, so we've been in May and we've been in July, so we've never been in Halloween season. Also hurricane season. Fingers crossed we're alright. But yeah, so we've never done Halloween, we've never done any of the parties. We have not done Epic Universe. Savvy's is new, staying in new Disney resorts, so we've stayed in Caribbean Beach and Coronado Springs before, and we just loved them both. I think our favourite was Caribbean Beach. It just felt really homely, and I think we're hoping to go back very soon. What snacks do you recommend at Disneyland Paris? To be honest, I think the snacks in Disneyland Paris are not that great. I think you either need to deal with Nutella or nothing, but I like, I'm trying to think what we had. So we usually have Early Sandwich for breakfast because they did quite a good deal You get like a muffin and a drink and we just eat it on the way to the park. We usually also eat in McDonald's or Earl Sandwich and get pizza. We have done some of the dining. We've done Captain Jack's, we've done Downtown, Pim's. They're good to experience, but I think it's a lot of money for what you get. Snack wise, I usually get the Mickey cookies, the Mickey Mallows popcorn. Can't go wrong with Disney popcorn. I really struggle to find snacks I like in Disneyland Paris. I mean, I've got a list of snacks that I want to try for our upcoming trip, split into parks, and it's already as long as my arm. Disneyland Paris. Oh, hello. We've got a little friend. Can't do anything without her. But yeah, Disneyland Paris, I don't find the snacks that great. I'd maybe just suggest looking up the menus beforehand and see what takes your fancy. What's your favourite sit down and quick eat food places in Walt Disney World? Stop it! So our favourite sit down restaurants, so I'll run through the ones we've done before. So we've done Crystal Palace, we've done Topolino's, we've done Chef Mickey's, we have done Space 220, we have done the Sci-Fi Dine-In in Hollywood Studios, we have done Ohana for breakfast. I think they were all really good. I think Space 220, we didn't realise that if you booked the lounge it was still in the same area, so we paid for like the main meals. We're quite fussy eaters, so I ended up with like a big steak on my plate, and that's not something I'd really pick, so I'd maybe suggest doing the lounge instead. Topolino's, we booked that so I could see Donald Duck. Again, the food was I was a bit fussy for the food. I did find something that I liked, and so did Scott. Afterwards, the views on the balcony of the Riviera, you can see Caribbean Beach, you can see Hollywood Studios. I'd say it was worth it. We would do it again. Obviously Crystal Palace is up there with one of our favourites. The Sci-Fi Dine-In, it was good. Favourite quick service, Casey's for the corn dogs. The last trip we got quite into Pinocchio's Village House, the flatbreads. I love Friar's Nook in Magic Kingdom, the loaded tots, Woody's Lunchbox, and I think one of our top meals in Walt Disney World is the buffalo chicken toasty from the ABC commissary. I think I said that right. Scott always says I say it wrong, and I say it wrong to annoy him, and now I actually don't know the right way to say it. Yeah, we get that all the time. The tachos from Woody's Lunchbox, corn dog nuggets, poutine, Blaze Pizza. We tried that for the first time last time, and we will be back. Yeah, there's so many good food options, like quick service and sit down. Yeah, super. Rate your top 4 Walt Disney World parks. So this is a hard one as the order always changes. I think Magic Kingdom will always be top. Like, you can't really get any better than Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, I always say Animal Kingdom is my favourite park. Animal Kingdom is my favourite park out with Magic Kingdom. We got engaged in the Animal Kingdom, so I think it'll always be a bit special. Hollywood Studios, I feel like Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios might be joint top, and I'm not really an Epcot girl. Epcot's Scott's favourite park, but we've been for Flower and Garden, and I love Flower and Garden, and we'll be there for Food and Wine this year for the first time, but I don't know. Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, so yeah. One highly recommended thing to do in Disney. I would actually say to go and visit some of the resorts, because some of them are beautiful. Like, obviously it doesn't cost any money to go to the resorts. So last time we went round the All Stars to see the big statues and things. We went back last year, so last time we stayed at Coronado Springs, and we just took like a visit over to Caribbean Beach and had lunch. Just because. Restaurant you're most looking forward to. So we're not really doing anything that we've not done before, so we're only planning on really doing Crystal Palace and Chef Mickey's. I'm quite looking forward to the new Pirates of the Caribbean lounge. I think restaurants we're most looking forward to will probably be one of the Epic Universe ones. I've looked slightly into the menus, but I couldn't really tell you off the top of my head like what they are, what I'm looking forward to. I need to properly have a look. Are you staying on site or off site? So we're staying on site. We've stayed off site before. We had a villa when we went with Scott's family. Do you know, we really enjoyed staying in the villa because we would just go and stock up at Target, Walmart, fill the cupboards. You could save a lot of money on food that way. We had our own pool. We would like to stay in a villa again, but we just get so carried away staying on site. Christmas or Halloween season. So we've only done a season at Disneyland Paris, so we've done Christmas and Halloween. I think Halloween will be a bit more extravagant at Walt Disney World, just because the parties, the parades, the decorations. I loved both. I thought Christmas was so magical. The decorations, I loved the Christmas parade in Disneyland Paris, but then I also loved Halloween. It's hard to pick. I'll let you know when we come back from Florida which I prefer. Do you prefer sunrise or sunset at the parks? I think both. So sunrise is so pretty. You've got your whole day ahead of you. You go get your Mickey waffles, fill your resort mug, and you've got your whole day ahead. But you know, golden hour at Magic Kingdom on the ferry boat is just hits different. Sunset, sunrise. I'd say both. What's your favourite castle? I'd probably have to say Magic Kingdom. Disneyland Paris does have a beautiful castle. It's so pretty. But I think because the Walt Disney World castle was the first one I saw, I had to say that one. What are your non-negotiables when you go to Disney? Not really sure. We usually, do you know, we always make a plan and then it changes. We'll plan to go here, here and here, and then we'll get to there and we'll be like, nah, I don't feel like that, let's just go here instead. I'm happy to just go with the flow. As long as we're both happy, it doesn't really matter. What's the first ride you run to on your trips? To be fair, I think that most of the trips we've done, we've started with a different ride each time. So last trip we done Tron, so we had our early morning reservation at Crystal Palace and we had a lightning lane for Tron when that was still a thing then. Scott managed to get boarding group 2, so we literally paid the bill, went to walk out Crystal Palace and we got called for Tron, so we went straight to Tron. I think obviously we tend to start in Magic Kingdom, but I think it would depend what park you start in, which ride I'd be running to. What's your go-to non-park related things you love to do? So we love going down to supermarkets, Target, Walmart, Publix. We go to the mall. Usually go to the mall. We go to the outlets. I think the last trip we went to the Florida Mall, the Mall of Millenia. We just love to do shopping as well and try and... The last time we never had any kind of dining plan, so there was a lot more off-site restaurants that we wanted to go to. Always need to go to Miller's. Applebee's we enjoy, IHOP. Yeah. What are your best tips for someone who hasn't been to Walt Disney World before? I'd say try not to have too much of a plan. Like, a plan is good, but I know the first time I went, we were heading for somewhere and I would see something and be like, oh, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. So just be open to, like, for your plans to change, and just be prepared for it to be hot. Other than Epic Universe, is there any experiences you'll be doing for the first time? Yeah, so I've already answered that one. So we've got Savvy's, we've got new hotels. Oh yeah, we've not seen the Moana area in Epcot yet, and we've not done Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So the last time we were there, the scaffolding was all still up on Splash Mountain, so we never got even to ride Splash Mountain. And I think we just missed the Moana area. And the last time we were at Universal, I was a bit of a chicken for Velocicoaster. I waited till the last day at Universal to decide that I was going to brave it, and then I think it shut down because there was a storm, so I didn't get to ride it. And I love the big rides. I'm a wimp when I look at them, but when I come off it I think it was amazing. So I need to make sure to get in the seat this time and do Velocicoaster. How many times have you been to Walt Disney World? We've been to Walt Disney World, this will be the 4th time. So we went in 2019, then COVID and our trip kept getting postponed, so 2022, 2023, and then this year. We weren't actually supposed to be going this year. We're getting married next year, so we've got a lot of money to save. But I done some annoying and pestering and going on and on and on, and managed to convince Scott to say yes. What is the first newer attraction or restaurant you're most excited about? So obviously we've not done Tiana's, and I know it's not really new anymore, but like I was saying, I chickened out of Velocicoaster, so I'd say Velocicoaster. I've also chickened out of not Rock and Roller Coaster, Rip Ride Rocket in the past, and now it's going to be shut when we go for good, so I'm not going to let that happen again. And then obviously all the rides at Epic Universe. We only get a day, so we're going to try and do as much as we can. I think we're going to pick some things each that we want to do and just try and do them. Knowing it's a long trip, do you hit the parks as soon as you arrive? Yes. We are very much like out from when you wake up to park close. And if we go back, we tend to just freshen up and then go back out. We're always knackered by the end, we've got blisters, we're limping, but that's just how we do it. Have you ever done 4 Disney parks in one day? No, we've done 3. I'd like to do 4. Yeah, we might try it this time, we'll see. What is your traditional first Disney snack when you get on property? I think it depends what you do. The past couple trips we've landed quite late, so we've kind of just checked into our resort and then we got some chicken tenders, mac and cheese and chips, our resort mugs. So I think it just depends what time you arrive, what your plans are. Obviously we didn't go to a park the first part when we landed last time. I think we got to our resort maybe like 9-10 o'clock at night, so we just checked in, got our resort mugs, had a wander and had some food. But I mean, if it was the first morning, I'd probably say Mickey Waffles. What is your favourite resort and why? And what is your dream resort to stay at? So far that we've stayed in, my favourite resort was Caribbean Beach. I just thought it was beautiful. So homely, the theming, just everything about it. Dream resort, I've got 2. Animal Kingdom Lodge, which so grateful to be staying in. We've booked 1 night. And the Polynesian. So like I've said, we get married next year. Our honeymoon will be next year. Our honeymoon will be Florida. We're going to try and rent DVC points again and do a couple nights at the Polynesian next year. So hopefully my 2 bucket list resorts will be ticked off. What rides are you both happy skipping? Scott can't say this one, but Small World, I hate it. It's just, no. And Scott loves to see me suffer, so he always drags me on it. He takes photos of me on it every year, and every year my face is tripping me. I mean, one time we got stuck on it. We had I think it was when Fast Pass was still a thing, we had a Fast Pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We were planning on going on it during the fireworks, because we like to go on rides and watch the fireworks from different places, and we got stuck on Small World. I know what I'd be rather doing. Universal or Disney? Disney. I do like Universal, love it, love the rides, but I just always feel like when we're in Universal, I'm like, I want to be back in Disney. I think it might change this year because Epic Universe and we've not been for a while, but I just like the magic of Disney. Any characters you're keen to meet on the trip? Yes. Always like to meet Donald Duck. Always do a Donald Duck Disney bound. We're planning on doing Mickey's Not So Scary, so there's a couple characters there that I would like to meet, but I know we've only got a certain amount of time to get everything done. I'd like to meet Donald and his Halloween stuff. I'd like to meet Winnie the Pooh and his friends in their Halloween costumes. Can't remember who else they have. But Mickey's Not So Scary. Do you do the rides? Do you do the snacks? Do you do the characters? Do you do the shows, the parade? Like, it's our first time, we want to see it all. So I think we'll need to see. Other characters, we met Powerline Max last time, he was cool. Winnie the Pooh. Always got to meet Mickey Mouse. Always. Sorcerer Mickey. I've got a really, really cool Sorcerer Mickey Disney bound planned, so we need to go and see him then. Which park is your favourite and why? Magic Kingdom, like I was saying, probably always be top. It's so magical, you're in the bubble, it's big, you've got all the rides, parades, fireworks shows. There's just something about Animal Kingdom that I just love. The first time we stepped foot in there, was walking down, saw the tree, I just loved it. Love Pandora, the Safari, Expedition Everest is probably in my top 5 rides. So, and we got engaged there, so it's always going to be special. I just think it's so underrated. People say it's a half-day park. Probably is, but I could probably spend longer than half a day there. I suppose every park's got their perks, don't they? Hollywood Studios, I think, is just such a vibe, especially at night. You've got Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, Tower of Terror. Best ride. Favourite Disney snack? I mean, if you've seen my phone right now of my notes of all the things I want to try this year that I've not tried before, it is about this long as my arm. I think the snacks you've always got, well, we always get, are corn dog nuggets, cheeseburger spring rolls, Mickey waffles, premium bar. We always tend to get poutine, Rice Krispie treats. Always get Rice Krispie treats, and we always pack more to take home. Oh, and the one thing that I really need to try this year that I keep saying I'm going to try and forget is the Main Street popcorn. You know, the create your own one? Yeah. And I think they do a Halloween one as well, so definitely on the list. In fact, I think, let me see. Yeah, there's a few new snacks that I've not tried before that I want to try this year. So the beignets, Food and Wine will be on when we're there, so there's a lot there. Let me see, the Dole Whip Flight from Disney Springs, Zebra Domes. I've seen Animal Kingdom Lodge have them, so we'll get them. And I've also seen, I mean, if you've been to Ohana, you'll know Pog juice. Animal Kingdom Lodge do it in a slush and a cupcake. So I think I'll be checking in, going to get some Zebra Domes, a Pog slush and a Pog cupcake. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but this is just Epcot snacks. I mean, I've got one for each park. But yeah. Have you got any Disney bound or Disney style outfits planned? Yes. Scott is going off his head because I just keep getting parcels delivered and I keep saying, I've got this outfit, I've got this, I've bought this, and my pile is already massive. To to be fair, I think I'm just going to switch things out now. I've got most of my outfits planned. I've got a Donald Duck, Sorcerer Mickey, I've got some Toy Story outfits, what else? I've got a few Halloween outfits, Jack Skellington, Darth Vader, gonna wear that to Galaxy's Edge when we build the lightsabers. Currently planning a Monsters Inc outfit, and then the rest is just kind of like comfy t-shirts, comfy dresses. I'll probably buy more, so. I love the Walt Disney World snacks. What snack are you most looking forward to? Do you know what, I'm probably going to say the Zebra Domes from Animal Kingdom Lodge. I've seen them for the past few years, and I feel like now we're staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge, this is the year to try them. What traditions do you have on holiday that you have to do every time? We've not really got like a tradition, but I feel like now our tradition is Crystal Palace on morning one. Like first thing reservation. It was just so exciting getting up in the morning, getting ready, getting the bus, getting into Magic Kingdom empty, going and seeing Pooh and his friends, getting a nice buffet breakfast. Yeah, I'd say Crystal Palace. What is your plan of attack when you land? We've discussed this the other week, so I think we're going to land about 5 PM Orlando time, and then we've hired a car, so we'll get the car. We're going with our friends, so our 2 friends are coming and their little boy, so they've never been to Walt Disney World before, so we'll have a lot of things to show them. So we'll pick up the car and then go to Pop Century and check in and dump our bags, and then we'll go to Target and maybe Walmart. We usually like to get some snacks, juice and water for the room, so we keep crates of water and juice in the fridge in the room, just because we're both really thirsty people, so we drink a lot of juice. And we'll get some snacks, some sugar cookies, and then once we get back, if we've got time, maybe head to Disney Springs and get a new Magic Band. And I've seen that Gideon's closes at 11, so it depends what time it is. We might get some Gideon's if the queue's not too big at that time of night. But yeah, that's the plan. Don't think we'll be going to a park. I like the first park to be Magic Kingdom, and I like it to be the morning and see the castle. So yeah, we'll probably just chill, and if we've not got time to go to Disney Springs, we'll probably just have a wander about the resort since we've never seen it before. What made you fall in love with Orlando? So, my first trip to Orlando was 2019, and Scott went to Orlando a few times when he was a kid. Even out with Disney, we just love being in Orlando. I don't know what it is. It's warm, it's different, it's just, you're just kind of in a bubble and you just kind of forget about life. And obviously you've got Disney. I don't know. I mean, our friends say we're nuts how much we go, and we don't like really to go anywhere else on holiday, and they're like, you know, when people say, why are you going there again, why don't you go somewhere else? No, that's what we enjoy, that's what we spend our money on. Your favourite ride in each park? Ooh. So Magic Kingdom's a tough one. I love Tron, but it's very, very, very short. I love Big Thunder Mountain, but I do think Disneyland Paris has the better version. We'll say Tron. Hollywood Studios, Tower of Terror. I spent years and years being terrified of Tower of Terror, and I loved the vibe of it, like I loved the theming of it, and it's one of the icons of Hollywood Studios, and I was so mad at myself for being scared of it. And then we went to Disneyland Paris a few years ago, and my friend had a fast pass and she dragged me on it, and I loved it, and I've been obsessed ever since. So Hollywood Studios, I'll say Tower of Terror, and Rock and Roller Coaster, they're top. Animal Kingdom is Expedition Everest, although Flight of Passage is just amazing. Honestly, my eyes well up every time I'm on it. It's just so amazing. And then Epcot, Guardians. I'm trying to think before Guardians what it would have been. I'd maybe say Soarin'. I know it's just a little ride, but I love it. But yeah, Guardians. What are you most excited for? I think staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge, but that's going to be kind of bittersweet because it's a bucket list resort, but it's also going to be our last night. An Epic Universe. And, do you know, just being back at Universal, seeing all the new stuff we've not seen, trying all the new snacks, food and wine. What are you most excited for in Epic Universe? So if you asked me this 2 weeks ago, I would have said Super Nintendo World. But I'd never seen How to Train Your Dragon before. And I watched the trailer and I thought, nah, this is not for me. And then I told Scott, I've watched the trailer and I'm quite disappointed, I don't think I'm going to like it. And he said, we'll watch it tonight. And we watched it. And I'm obsessed. And then we watched the next one and the next one. And I love it. So I think now I'd probably say Isle of Berk. I mean, I've seen some of the footage on TikTok and stuff and it just looks, amazing. Toothless, you can meet Toothless. That's probably one of the top things I want to do in Epic Universe. I think it just all looks amazing, to be honest. Yeah. Favourite time to go? So we've only been in May or July, and I probably preferred May. July was so hot. We were there over the 4th of July, so it was busy and roasting. I felt like I was just constantly melting. I think we're going to enjoy Halloween, and I think we're hoping to go kind of Christmas time next year, November time. That was all the questions. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in a question on Instagram. Hopefully we'll have vlogs coming on our trip. We've decided we're not going to do like day 1, day 2, day 3. We're going to just more vlog the things we're doing. So we'll do an Epic Universe vlog, we'll do Savvy's vlog, we'll do like vlogs about the resorts, we'll just do bits and bobs. We did try vlogging before and we were a bit nervous, kind of chickened out of it, so we thought if we just do little bits, we'll see how we feel and see how it goes. But yeah, we thought a Q&A would be a good way to start, introduce ourselves, you can get to know us, even though Scott's not here, but he'll be here in the future, so yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you when our trip comes up. Bye!